2025 has certainly been a year for anniversaries. I mean, BFDI's 15th anniversary, the Railway Series 80th anniversary, and I guess for this video, Canadian National's 30th anniversary since privatization back in 1995. And that got me thinking. 5 years ago was when we got the heritage units that we all love and hate, and it got me thinking, could CN potentially do something for the 30th anniversary? I mean, knowing CN, I feel like they probably do something that looks like crap or whatever, knowing that CN doesn't really go all out. But then again, the heritage units that actually came out during 2020 were more hit and miss. Like, 8952 and 3115 don't look that bad. 3023 and 2008 are simple, but then again, that's the point. And don't even get me started on 3069 or the Heritage Slug sets, which one of them looks like crap and the other one looks average, I guess. But then again, real Illinois Central locomotives are better than this. And being reminded of these heritage units, it did remind me of 2020. You know, back when we were all in lockdown for the infamous pandemic that shouldn't be named. I still remember when we first got word of 8952 and that thing was still fresh. Everyone back then thought this was just another one of those WTTX 1402 edits or whatever. But and like a few days after it was leaked, it was sent into my home province and I was fortunate enough to see it. But then not long after that, we got some leaks from inside the paint shop where some of these were being painted at, which showcased two other heritage units that were in the progress of being made. And this was pretty widespread across the rail fan community. So much so that the paint shop that was, you know, painting up these locomotives actually was looking for the person that took them and, well, was responsible for leaking them. Which makes sense given that this was likely a breach of contract between the contracting paint shop and Canadian National themselves, which could lead to lawsuits. But knowing the railfan community, leaks tend to happen pretty often, so it isn't surprising that something like this would happen, because once something exciting happens, the railfan community will share it across any social media page imaginable. So as if paint shop leaks wasn't enough, there was also the apparent rumor of more units being proposed, which was that same Facebook group posting a supposed list of more heritage units that were likely planned, with some examples including BC Rail in two-tone green, Bessemer in Lake Erie, the North America map and zebra stripe liveries for Canadian National, the DT&I, Illinois Central Gulf, just to name a few. And a lot of fans got anticipated from this. But once these were revealed, Canadian National themselves actually confirmed that there were no other units planned, meaning that this was a rumor. Hey everyone, this is a bit of a post-production update here. Actually, a while ago, I was thinking back to a rumor that a couple of friends told me, saying that CN was intending to actually do more heritage units, but ever since those paint shop leaks came about, they ended up canceling the rest of the remaining heritage units, and instead choosing to do 6 rather than a more larger quantity. I don't know if this is true or not, but if that was the case, really petty on Canadian National's part, but that's the consequences sometimes. Anyways, back to the video. Which is another trend that happens a lot in the rail fanning community. We get told false information just for the sake of people, you know, trying to fuck with others. I mean, I remember there being a CSX Heritage Unit rumor where an SC70 Mac was going to be painted up into the Conrail colors. Which, I wish. That's the rail fan community for you, and honestly, it's just fun to sit back and just watch the chaos spread. I know the rail fan community is slowly falling apart, and really, there's nothing we could do aside from just watching the flames spit out. I mean, I'm no minority, despite the fact that I have a bit of a large channel, but I could say that the railfan community probably could be cooked from this point onwards. I mean, it has been on a downward spiral since we've all been locked in. I mean, we've had trespassing incidents, train derailments, parts thefts, you name it. Wait, how'd this video go from CN Heritage Units to Railfan drop? So to recap what I've said throughout the last 5 minutes or so, CN's Heritage Units were originally mounted in controversy due to paint shop leaks and supposed rumors of more units, and well, you know, people just not really are a big fan of how they look sometimes, but that's Railfans for you, and to be honest, I kinda get where some of the units And I do feel like Sin should have done a bit of a better job, but yeah. Okay, bye.